So.
Yeah, and I feel like being avoided, there could be multiple reasons for that. There could literally be, that guy is going to beat the brakes off me. I don't want to fight him. But it also could be, like you said, it's a tough fight. It's a rough fight when you fight him. Or maybe if the draw is not going to be there. This isn't specifically for Fortuna, but for people that always say, like, oh, he's avoided, it could be, yeah, he's avoided because the risk doesn't outweigh the reward. Like, there's a lot of factors that could come into play there.
Yeah. That's at 147. Ugas, I feel like you guys avoid him, but that's just what I feel. Okay, I feel like he's the most avoided guy. If I feel like you lost to Danny, people would avoid the hell out of you. So at this point they have to fight you. But if you lose to Danny, you're like in the Ugas area where no one would ever fight you again.
That Ugas is a perfect example of that. I think Ugas is underrated in the landscape of welterweights, and like you said, if you're a champion and you're not mandated to fight him,
I'm not going to fight him.
The money's not really going to be there for an Ugas fight, and you could potentially lose. Like he could beat you on a given day.
Yeah, I think a lot of times when it comes to Ugas, it's like nobody's going to care if I beat him. So why get in the ring with them,
But if he wins, all hell.
Yeah. It's a big thing if you win.
And even with that fight being close, that everyone now that there's like a certain like click in boxing, it's like, oh, Porter lost Ugas. They'll be talking about like you versus Errol or Bud, and they're like, what he needs to do is rematch Ugas because he lost to him. I'm like, whoa. It was a close fight. Ugas is a great fighter, and but yeah.
You were asking me about the separation for Sebastian Formella.
Yeah.
I think the separation for Yordenis Ugas really is just his intelligence in the ring and his ability to make adjustments. He's kind of he has one style. He likes to be more of a power puncher and use a come forward style. And I
a lot of body shots.
And a lot of body shots. And I feel like if that's not working for him, then he doesn't really have a backup plan.
Well,
and for us, it was basically it was about outboxing him because we knew he could move his feet and we knew I was faster than him. So I think we made the fight. We used the fighting style that we used because we knew it would be effective.
Yeah.
And the even crazier part to me is that he came forward after feeling like he had gotten robbed and said, hey, he did beat me. I watched the fight back. He did beat me. And then I even heard from someone who's very close to him. They said, yeah, he told me he was confused for about 7 rounds because he thought that you were going to come right at him. And then he didn't know that you were going to move. And my whole thing with that is the intelligence factor. You're expecting one thing. Once you've gotten outclassed and the game plan was not in your favor, you have to recognize that and make an adjustment. And so I think moving forward, that's a big thing for him. If he can make adjustments against guys, he'll beat the bigger names. And I think he could be an instant champion at 140.
Yeah, your dad made a good point after the fight. He was saying to somebody else that I was able to hear him. He was saying that Ugas in that fight, it may have looked close, and he's doing a lot of like the come on, he's hitting his gloves together, like. And your dad was like, yeah, that was because when he had to dictate the tempo, he couldn't hit Shawn.
Yes.
He needed Shawn to press the action and come in for him to try to get counter shots off.
And like Shawn said before in previous episodes, this was the first time we've seen a Shawn Porter like that. So we're like, what the hell are you doing? Including us as friends.
Yeah.
So, and then by the time we get to the Earl fight, we see that. The pressure Shawn Porter, we see a little bit of everything. But it was the first time we actually seen the fighting off his back foot, in and out. Like,
don't tell me you didn't enjoy what you saw, because I know you did. What you need to do now, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit that notification button. Check us out every week, every Tuesday, something new for you right here on the Porter Way Podcast.